Hello, hello, my crafty friends. Okay. Make sure I'm a little straight here. I have to put my weight on this to keep it. Keeps wanting to pop it up. We don't want it to pop up. I think that looks pretty decent. Hey, it is our Friday. Right? So let me hop over to here and I should pop right up. Gosh darn it, every time I think I'm straight, I'm not. All right. Hello, Jennifer. Hi. Di, you're back. I needed to call you. I saw the Venmo, just so you know, I saw it. Did I over straighten me? Is there such a thing as being over straight? Okay. We have some beautiful stuff in the neighborhood, right? I saw this thing. It's pretty awesome. So I wanted to do it, try it. Try being the key word here, guys. And I have figured out my measurements to the best of my ability because it's all eyeball. I know, but you're okay. Like everything is so. That's why I was going to call you, Di, because I want to make sure everything was okay. Waiting to see what she says. I have so much inventory. You should come. Be brave. Be brave. Come and see me. Add this into my group for my team and for you all. Of course, everything's good. I just want to make sure that we didn't miss any kind of health scare issue that occasionally happens. That's not what I wanted to do. Go back. All right, so I've got this posted into the groups that it needs to go into, saying hi to everybody. You all are number one because we did it. We're so close. There's like little marks that we get, or little like levels that we have here in Stampin' Up. And I was pretty close to this goal for this month. And I thought, you know what? We're going to shoot for it just because we are. So here was the goal, and we're going to be doing a drawing because you're all number one. So tomorrow, stay tuned for a live. I've got to get everybody's name into the wheel and all that kind of stuff. But they let us know that we're going to have a flash sale on scrapbooking, select memory keeping products for National Scrapbooking Day on the, oh shoot, where is it at? May 2nd. So May 2nd is National Scrapbooking Day. I think that's Saturday. Anybody know about Saturday? Confirm that. You can tell hot off the press. Literally the ink is still wet. So you got that, and then we're going to do the drawing. So watch for the live to happen, okay? I had an anonymous order that pushed us over the top, and I've thanked everybody that participated. So what we're going to do today is work on creating this fun little, isn't this cute? All right. So 20% off of scrapbooking supplies. Yippee skippy. Isn't this kind of fun? And then if you have magnets or a Velcro, this would be really good. So, yeah. And I am doing my crop not on the 1st, guys. We're going to do it on, we're going to do ours towards the end of the month. My brain is currently not functioning. Here's my little tool for this. Trusty dusty tools that I have for, here we go. All right. Now, hi Pat. I have eyeballed the directions for this. So this may or may not work well, but we're going to hope it works well. So I'm going to go 2 inches down. Direction matters on the paper, so pay attention to this. I'm using the big scoreboard because there's multiple scores that are going to happen on this. So 2 inches on is the top. Then the next one is actually kind of easy. You're going to fold it up and in half. Isn't that easy? I like easy. Take your, and you want your bone folder for this. So now, so this is going to be the outside of my envelope. This will be the inside. We're still going to be folding. And you do want to pay attention to how you do this. Then on the top, I wonder if I could put the, get this out of here. I see people do this, but I don't normally do this, so let's try this. You need a 12 by 12 paper. You're going to score at 2 inches at top, no, horizontally. I can't spell horizontal, okay? Then you're going to fold bottom in half to the 2 inch score. Okay, if something's not clear, let me know. So here's your 2 inch score across your top. Then you took this and you folded it up to the score line. Put that in there, just keep my edges squared. Okay. Give me some thumbs up if everybody's still with me. Thank you, thank you. Then we're going to score at 4 and 8. Okay, thanks, Di. At 4 inches and 8 inches. So you could screenshot this hypothetically and be able to get this. Now this is usable in your scrapbooks, folks, with a little bit of ingenuity for hidden journaling, pockets, things like that. So I'd get a better score with this tool from and here's our 4 inch score. And I really prefer using this tool. You get one that comes with the scoreboard, but of course when this comes with a scoreboard, and it works, in my opinion, better than like using a varnishing tool, a bone folder. That's just my opinion. And always have backups. I just have to move the stuff off. All right, so we have those down. We are gonna move our board out of the way. And you need a ruler, possibly a pencil, depending on your, an X-Acto knife. So here's your top. Cute, cute, cute. We're gonna crease these so that I have really smooth folds here. Did that help? Let me know. It may not help, but it is a light, yeah. And that's part of the problem of using a glass mat, if you do get the glare, but gosh, I sure love the... Is it still there? Looks like it might still be there. I'll look back at it in a second. There's a leg on my end. How's that, guys? Can you read it now? Instead of can you hear me now, we're going to say can you read it now? All right. So this might not have been the best paper in the world, but you know, it's just a little bit on the kind of crazy. You're going to go, these are the bottom squares. This is the narrow top. This is the bottom squares. On these two squares, we're going to be doing some cutting here. So I have to make sure I have to think about this and make sure I cut this right. Otherwise it will not work. So from the corner of that to the corner of the paper, you're welcome. You're going to take an X-Acto knife, or if you want to, you can use a pencil, and you can, I love using the glass mat because you really can tell when you have it, because it'll, all of a sudden the knife will just glide on it. Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure, because they say you can do this, but I'm never sure. So you got these cutie patooties here. Come over to here, and you're going to do the same thing from the center to the corner. These magnetic rulers are the best. And take your X-Acto knife and pink. Look at that, guys. All right. Always put your lid back on your X-Acto knife, guys. Okay. So on bottom row of squares, that might be a little bit in the glare, maybe not too badly. Bottom row of squares, cut diagonal from the inside to the outside edge. Outside. Dots or scores or folds, and you're going to cut and cut. All right, here comes the fun, the magic. You're going to take this, and they use liquid glue, so we shall do the same. I forgot to grab who this was from, because it's one of those things. I was actually just talking to Honey Dad's dad person, and we were talking about how frustrating it is on Facebook when you see something and then you can't find it again. Okay, only on the edge. Make sure that you do not go, make sure this is right on the edge of this paper. So you want to make sure that you have a pocket. Hi Tina, my glass mat is from Glassboard Studios, and if you guys decide that you're interested in purchasing them, let me know, because I will see if I can't get a discount, since I have a YouTube channel on that. Sometimes they'll give a discount, so I can get a percentage off for you guys. It's funny, I think they only give the affiliates like 1%, but at least, you know, 10-20% off is always good, right? And this glass mat is magnetic, so all of these things like clip on it, boom, just like that. You gotta love it. I do. And the ruler is magnetic that's on it. Okay, so we have two little pockets here. Then on the bottom, this is going to fold in like this. And we are only going to glue the bottom part. Make sense? Anyway, I'll have to do a deep dive and see if I can't figure out if I can find the gal that this kind of just flitted across my board. I watched it like 5-10 times, probably more like 10 times, because I really had got stuck on kind of like how the cuts worked. And I'm going to put actually a little glue on this because I don't want it to be catchy. Although, you know, you could actually, I'm going to wipe that glue off, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to do that in a sec here. You put this together. Who's got graduations coming back? Yeah, I love this glass board. They are not cheap, but they are incredibly well made. And if you get the smaller ones, and even on some of these bigger ones, you can have like ocean backgrounds or flower backgrounds. That are now available. I've had this for a little bit, so that's not available. By the way, I have all of my erasers. This is the eraser you want, the white eraser like this, for erasing pencil marks. Don't use the eraser on your pencil. It will leave black smudges. This will not. And then this is your glue eraser, and it will take off the little extras. All right, so now let's look at the top, and we'll let these dry. On the top part, get back to our board here, you're actually going to cut, after you've done this fold, you're going to cut and cut. So I'm just going to put lines through my little diagram here, because that's going to get cut. Top row, cut out, left and right. I wish typing these up. The magnets come from the same company. I'm Tina. So I'm just going to use my scissors for this. I'm not going to use an X-Acto. You could use an X-Acto, or you could use your cutting board, but we're sitting here. I'm just going to... Does everybody know how to use your cutting board to do partial cuts? It might be smoother to use your... Yes. So in case you haven't seen how to do partial cuts on this, you put this in here, and I know where this will be a lot smoother than what I just did. So you line up your score, you come down from the top of the paper all the way to that score line. Stop. Okay, then I'm going to go down to the 8-inch mark, which is where that score was, push it back in, and stop. And it is a much cleaner cut, so because this is a kind of a prototype, I'm not going to worry about it too much, but all right. So we cut those out. Everything looks good. This folds up, folds to the side. Give it a nice, okay, there it is. Bone folder. I was going to say, where is, find it. and roll over and fold it up. Now, this is not quite fold quite like you think it is because we've added layers in this. So again, you want to score this, varnish it, roll and fold it, whatever term you wish to use. So far pretty cute, right? Now, I looked all over, and I know I have them. I have some little Velcros. Hi, Scarlett. I just have some little Velcros, and I would use the little Velcros, or you could use magnets to actually hold this piece down. It would be nice if the lines actually lined up. So maybe a different pattern. I'm going to take a corner rounder and make this a little bit cute, because cute matters. Look at that, you guys. Now, if you're in a scrapbook, this would be perfect because it's a 4-inch panel. So cut yourself a mat. I don't think I have a mat big enough to show that off. But if you had a mat, you put that on there. Just gonna, this is a card base. Put this on here like this. You could actually even put this on a card now that we're looking at it. It's a little bit smaller on the top and bottom, but nonetheless, you can see. And then you'd have this matted, and you could hide photos. You put a folder here or some kind of a journaling thing here. Open it up, another card, this. Now, I said I was going to do something a little different, and I changed my mind about how I was going to do this fold. I'm going to grab these. The reason why I did not glue this all the way down here is because by not gluing it down, I can use it as a pocket that's on top of that while still having a full pocket in the back here. So look at that. Now this is a little bit too big because this is not cut for that. Yeah. What do you think? I thought this was pretty cute. So we have managed to figure it out, and I have managed to give you some directions right here. So you just screenshot this. Oops. And I did it like a book. And then I would put a little Velcro or magnetic top to this. I used to have them. I don't know where they're at now. But you'd be able to slide cute little things in here, and you'd have to kind of figure out, because it's going to depend on how much adhesive you put down on that side. I thought it was too, and I thought what a great way to do graduation presents. So since this is our prototype, let's do some measuring so that we know what to cut the panels. And on our next live, what I'll do is we'll start with this, and then we'll build a card that, or something that you can ship. I'll figure it out. You could actually even mail this. If you sealed it all up, you could actually mail this out. But we'll figure this piece out because we're running right up to 4:30. And I'll figure out how to do the panels. And what a great graduation card. If you've got papers that match the school color, a baby shower present. You could do all sorts of cute little hidden notes for a baby shower or a bridal shower in this. And it's a 12 by 12 piece of paper, which I think is absolutely brilliant. But we're going to make it look really cute on our next live. So here's this. Go ahead and screenshot that out. I'll try and take a picture of it with my camera and put it in the comments. It's probably not super good, just, you know, directions, but we tried. All right, so giveaways. So guess what? I'm doing inventory, right, guys? I have so much inventory, it's not even funny. But we are putting it together, and I have these 3 black and white, very flat dots. Because remember, we're big into scrapbooking, so Close to My Heart made their embellishments very thin. So here are 3. Can I have some players for some embellishments? Tomorrow I will be back, because for those of you guys that got on here late, we hit the goal, and everybody who ordered in April, at least $50 will have one entry for every $50 you place. So if you had a larger order, then you're going to get extra moolah, as my daughter is now saying. Everything is a moolah. She's so funny. So we're going to give that away. And for my lovely scrapbookers, we're going to do, we're going to have some awesomeness with 20% off select scrapbooking. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're going to include workshops. 20% off the workshop plus your 10% in VIP dollars. That's pretty good. All right, let me see what my numbers are for you guys. All right, I have, Scarlett, it looks like Pat has 14 up before you. All right, obviously, this is a hit. I should do these more often. Everybody wants these. All right. So let me see. Now you guys are going to make me work. I did. And that's why on tomorrow, which is May 1st, I promise, we made the goal that I'm going to do a random wheel. And there will be a drawing for that. For $100 of Stampin' Rewards. All right. Did I get anybody? Okay. Barbara Tether, you are on the money. And so you're an instant winner. I'm trying to see if I have any instant winners. $14, $13. Okay, I don't have any other instant winners, so let me see who's closest. Yeah. Yes, Tina, that would be accurate. Too high. So if you want to throw another number out there before I figure out who my last two winners are, because nobody got it on the money. So I'm trying to see. I know somebody was close to that one. So let Tina put up a new number. I don't think the random number thing Tina has ever given me. Okay, that was a good pick, Tina. So Tina is my winner. Barb is a winner. And Di is a winner. Yeah, I don't think the random number generator in all the years I've been doing this has ever given me a 1 or a 30. I find that interesting now that I think about that. Not super random. All right, so I'll see you next time when we make this look really, really cute. See you guys tomorrow, and I'm going to do this on my Facebook page, just where you're at right now. We're going to do this giveaway, and then here's your flash sale for 24 hours on May 2nd. Memory keeping. So hopefully, cross my fingers, flip-flops, guys. I'm hoping for some flip-flops to be on sale. And right. Thanks. Today is your birthday? Ah, well, happy birthday, Tina. That's lovely that it's your birthday. And what a great, you get these. And don't forget, on the white ones, you guys can color those with your alcohol markers to make them any color that you want. And any alcohol marker will work. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a giveaway. And maybe on that giveaway, we'll make this cute tomorrow. Yep, I don't know quite what time yet, but it will be tomorrow. And I'll do a warning out for everybody. I'm going to do the big wheel. So it'll be a little bit fun to move the camera around and not make you guys seasick. Take care. Have a good evening.